Good morning yet again. This is another beautiful Monday that we delve into matter sport, especially what happened over the weekend. And this morning we start off with rugby, where after registering 2 wins and a defeat in day one of the Wellington Sevens, Shujaa had a tough second day as he suffered a 36-0 loss to host and eventual winners New Zealand in the main cup quarterfinals before going down 35-7 against Argentina in the plate semi-final. Let's have a look. To matters football now, where Mali came from a goal down to book a slot in the semi-finals of the African Nation Championship in Kigali, Rwanda, with a 2-1 win over Tunisia. Mohamed Ali Mounser opened the scoring for Tunisia before Aliou Deng equalized in the second half through a penalty. Abdoulaye Diarra netted the winning goal for Mali.
Still Boudier. Oh, it's there! They go ahead with Mohamed Mounser. Cuts that cross back beautifully, and Mounser says, I will have that, thank you. Aliou Deng. The keeper gets a touch, but it's there. The keeper gets his fingers to it, goes the right way, but it's too powerful. Samake. Oh, lovely play, Abdoulaye Diarra! Abdoulaye Diarra! Mali come from a goal down to take the lead. That was a brilliant run. Fabulous finish.
Fabulous finish indeed, and now Mali have gone through to meet Guinea, who eliminated Zambia through post-match penalties, and the other semi-final will pit at least Ivory Coast and the Democratic Republic of Congo. But let's now delve into these matters that happened over the weekend. In the studio, I've brought to you Rogers Eshitemi, our sports reporter on the Standard newspaper, and to my extreme left, there's Seth Onserio, sports commentator. He's been always here with us, helping us, dissect matters sports. Let's start with rugby, gentlemen. Welcome to our studio, Rogers.
Thank you very much.
You must have watched the rugby action in Wellington, New Zealand.
Sure.
What did you make of Kenya's performance in a nutshell?
Yeah, actually, they had a good performance as far as I'm concerned, because most people are going to judge them by their previous performance in Cape Town. But looking by maybe the points they gained, they're just 10 points, and they've moved maybe one place ahead. That's one place ahead, that is 8th place. And at the moment, they have 30 points. That is meaning 24 points behind the leaders, South Africa. But as far as I'm concerned, I think Injera was so impressive, and also Billy the Kid, Odhiambo. They proved that actually they can lead the team when actually things are not working out. And I think Injera so far has scored 213 tries. He's behind he's behind England legend Ben Logens, and also the current Argentina coach Gomez. But from how things are going, I think he's going to score more tries, and maybe by the end of the season, who knows, he might become the all-try scorer.
Try scorer. Yeah. Eshitemi believes that it was a good performance, but many people would judge them by the performance in Cape Town, where they mastered 15 points. This time round it was 10. Does it raise any concern?
First, I was disappointed actually, because it was a relatively easy group against Canada, Portugal, Australia. And we could have won the last match against Australia, then things would have been different, I guess.
To avoid the host.
To avoid the host, and that's what we could have done. But after we won the first 2 matches, and then it seems like the boys relaxed against Australia, and that's why we lost the match. and going there to meet New Zealand, later falling to the plate against Argentina. You could say, yes, we have done our best, but the morale, actually, we lost something. Just that is after losing to the hosts, which, if you ask me, I was expecting it, especially after playing New Zealand. I did not expect us to go against New Zealand. They're playing at home. They had a very good squad, but relatively, it was a good performance, though, again, I will repeat, I was disappointed.
Seth thinks that it was down to relaxation. Is it really down to, relaxing at the hour of need, or it's a question of physical conditioning? Were the boys conditioned well?
Yeah, they were conditioned well, but I think it was just hard luck. Against Australia, actually, we were leading that match. But unfortunately, in rugby, it's just like a game of football whereby you don't know what will happen next. Yeah, the boys gave their hearts out. They played their hearts out, but it didn't come out as many people expected. But I think maybe after that, maybe the team coach and the technical bench maybe said, okay, we have finished this as runners-up. Let's focus on the quarterfinal, whereby it was a must. We are either going to meet South Africa or New Zealand.
Either way,
but all in all, you see what we did against South Africa, and you could see playing against South Africa would have been a little bit easier, than facing the hosts. That's a fact.
I really doubt about that, because all these guys were coming out for revenge. Yeah, we beat South Africa in the last
that's true.
outing, and New Zealand, we beat them in 2013. So it was either way. It was going to be tough for Kenya. I think they played well, yeah. Although maybe considered a lot of tries, 4 tries against New Zealand in the first half. That is not something many people expected.
Yeah, but to me, as you're saying, these guys had support, home support. I don't deny that. And we beat South Africa, remember, they were at home. But now, meeting them, the guys had morale. Yeah, these guys, we beat them at their own yard. So here, they are away, we are away. Yeah, but they don't have that massive support as they had at home. So I think we could have stood a chance against South Africa as compared to New Zealand.
Looking at the mental strength of South Africa, you saw the final. New Zealand came from down to beat South Africa just at the death. It was less than 3 minutes to go, but then New Zealand came and then beat South Africa. Would it support the fact, what Seth is trying to say, that maybe mentally South Africa were not up to par and we could have beaten them?
Actually, I think maybe what really worked for the New Zealand maybe is just experience and the home support, as you have said. Because actually, you see, in the first half, South Africa were at the top of the game and nobody could rule them out. Maybe at the second half, maybe the All Blacks said, okay, boys, we are at home and we know this thing is ours. We have won it 8 times. This is the 9th time. Let's go out there and keep it. And that drove them. And actually, Weber made it at the last day.
What are the positives? What are the positives that maybe a Kenyan will take from the Wellington leg?
Yeah, they're doing well as compared to last season. Right now, as Shitemi put it, we're in the 8th position. Now we are going to Sydney. Yeah, we're playing, I think, Russia is one of the teams which will play. I think the only difficult team we'll be facing will be South Africa. That is in Sydney. So I think going with that mentality, momentum and everything, that is a plus for the team. And I expect a very good outing.
In terms of the squad, do you think Ayimba carried a good squad?
Actually, he did. Maybe he'll just make a few additions here and there. But from the look of things, maybe the opponents are going to face the likes of Russia, Scotland, and maybe South Africa. Expect us maybe to qualify for the quarters, main cup. Yeah.
Going by that momentum, we all know this, the Olympic year. Do you think we can maintain that kind of tempo, going into the Olympics in August?
Ayimba has come with a different strategy this year, whereby he's giving a chance to all players, maybe youth, experience, and anybody is proving to be playing for the national team. And I think that rotation is giving him a lot of options, whereby he doesn't rely on only one player, but he gives on changing these players. So no opponent will know actually what Ayimba is planning and his technical bench.
The recall of Humphrey Ayange, do you think it will add value to the team?
Yeah, it will. And if you saw the way he played against in the weekend, over the weekend that we played, you could feel that there was something which was missing initially, but he brought it back, that calmness and everything. He knew what to do at what time. So as Toskin, as Shitemi is putting it, remember those players coming in, that competitiveness which is being created by Ayimba. Players will give their all, knowing that it's not a guarantee that I'll be in the squad. I'll make a squad in the coming series or maybe the Olympics. So I think it's a good thing. Ayange coming back, it was a nice thing for the team. And I expect a lot from him. He still has many years to play.
I was reading the Standard newspaper editorial today, early in the morning, and one of the editorials is talking about, they're saying kudos Rugby Sevens team. I don't know, is it too early to start praising this team, or that we can give them the, the praise they deserve, given that there's some quiet now in KRU? We don't hear a lot of politics coming from the boardroom.
Actually, sometimes there's no need to put pressure on a team. Yeah. If actually trying to ground out the results, actually just give them the praise, give them what is due. Yeah? Because last year, this time, actually things were totally different, and there's a lot of angles in the rugby team. But I think it's a too different year. Right?
It reminds me when Mike Friday took over the team. We started well, and everybody was praising the team. And as he said, when Paul True came, everybody was asking, what happened? So I think, yes, we have started well. And by us praising them, even the boys will realize, yes, we are doing something good here. And they'll up their game. They'll still give their best.
KQ have come back. They have renewed their contract with the Sevens team. How important will that be? And do you think the boys will be getting their dues as they deserve? Yeah,
it is a moral booster at a timely time. And I think, from what I have gathered, the boys were happy with the new deal. And since it is an Olympic year, I know results will come in after leg after leg. And, it's not a must that you play in this leg, but what you're eyeing right now is the Olympic. So it's a matter of how you perform in the legs that will give you a chance to play at the Olympics. And each player's dream is to play at the Olympics. So there's no way somebody's just going to jump there.
There's no guarantee that the next time they'll qualify.
Let's move on to football now, where the African Nation Championship is continuing in Rwanda, and now we are at the semi-final stage. And what that means is that we are moving closer to Kenya hosting the CHAN in 2018. You've been watching the matches. Congo DR, Ivory Coast in the semi-finals, Mali and Guinea now. Do those teams deserve to be at the semi-final stage?
Yeah, boys are separated from men, actually. And I'm happy for Congo DRC and also Ivory Coast. I think that's going to be a cracker, Congo and Ivory Coast, because Congo it will be a high-scoring match compared to Mali and Guinea, who are just surprised for me. I didn't expect maybe Mali and Guinea to qualify. I expected the likes of Zambia to be in the semis, but shit do happen sometimes.
Yeah. Forgive his French, but then look at it this way, that the Democratic Republic of Congo, TP Mazembe is performing very well. AS Vita performs very well at continental stage. How important is the performance of clubs?
Yeah, that's what I wanted actually to bring in. When you have a strong team, you have those players who participate in the Champions League year in, year out. That builds their mental strength and everything. And even when Mali was playing against Tunisia, you could see this Mali, their under-17, went ahead, performed well in the World Cup. And you see, when you have a very strong league, very strong clubs, many players will come from that team, from those home team, and form this national team. And you see, that mental strength will come into effect. That's what we have seen against DR Congo. For example, look against the way they played the hosts Rwanda. The fans, the crowd were behind Rwanda. But who took the lead? DR Congo. Who took who scored that vital goal which sent the team to the semis? It was this DR Congo. So I think having a very strong league and a very strong performing club plays a very, very
looking at those pictures that have just flashed across the screen, Guinea beating Tunisia 2-1. And you want to ask yourself, in terms of facilities, I think Tunisia are way above Guinea. Guinea have been battling with the problem of Ebola. Matches have not been played in the league. But then, was that an upset, or Guinea have something to do with their development structures?
Guinea played Zambia, I think.
Guinea, Zambia, and then Mali versus Tunisia, sure.
Actually, Mali, they had a point to prove, whereby Seta said actually they had strong structures back home. The under-17 team, the clubs, the league. Actually, they came here saying, okay, boys, we are coming here as underdogs. Maybe nobody knows us, but this is a time to prove ourselves. And maybe, who knows, tomorrow, one or two players will get a chance in the European leagues. So it was a proving moment for
that winning goal of Mali, that was technically, dispatched. We don't quite see that.
It was a good goal. It was a good goal. But once again, Toskin, I think Mali is one of the teams which are underrated but have good players. Mali